Hi guys, in this quick tutorial I'll show you how we can create this type of awesome pizza order form with Elementor and Piotnet add-ons for Elementor. So this plugin is not free, actually it is a premium plugin, please keep that in mind. I will show you how we can create this type of form. As you can see, we have pizza type, we can choose any type of pizza we want. We also have an option called pizza size, pizza price and pizza quantity. We also can add multiple types of pizzas by clicking add more. As you can see, the whole section is now repeating itself and we can choose different pizzas in here. We also have and keep some drinks options, so if we check this one, we'll have some drinks option available. User can choose any type of drinks they want and the drink quantity in here, and the total will be calculated automatically with user selection. And the coolest part is we can check out using WooCommerce. As you can see, all of our options is showing in our WooCommerce checkout section, and we can just place our order with WooCommerce. So this is a very quick on-page WooCommerce checkout section, so this will be very handy for a small restaurant website or some barber type or any type of small website where one page checkout is important. So let me show you how we can create this type of pizza order form. So first of all, we need to install and activate this Piotnet add-ons for Elementor plugin, and we will have some additional widget, as you can see on the widget panel. Let's add a new section in here, and we will add this toggle checkbox. As you can see, I want pizza toggle, so if user choose this one, then the additional option will be visible. And also keep in mind, I will just copy paste the style of this form and paste it in our fonts, because I don't want to waste your time with styling like background color, the radius, border, etc. You can just style it as per your need. I will just show the way we can create this form, and you can create the form with your imagination and necessity. Okay, so let's insert a new section in here. First of all, we need this acceptance section, so I'm just copying the text, and let's go to this widget section, and under PFE we will see a field option. So drag and drop the field in here and insert a form ID. So this form ID, as I mentioned in my previous video, this form ID must be exactly same for all of our fields. So these fields form ID, these fields form ID, these fields form ID, everything will be exactly the same. So in our case, to make it simple, I am keep calling it form, and this field ID, let's create a unique field ID for our field. So let's call it pizza, or let's call it pizza 1. So the pizza on, so this is field ID. So field ID must not contain any space. Okay, so this will be pizza on, and the type will be acceptance. As we'll use checkbox, this will be acceptance field, and let's call it pizza on. So the level is not necessary, but it will be handy for some additional work. And let's hide our title by toggle of this, and in here we will insert our acceptance text. You can also make this field required. Just copy the text and paste it in here. Okay, we have this checkbox and the text. Okay, so let's save this. Now we will create this main section of our pizza form. So insert a new section in here. So first of all, we need this pizza type selection. So I'm just copying this text. We will have 4 options in here. So go to this form, go to this PFE and drag and drop the field in here. So again, the form ID will be form, as like this one, and the field ID will be pizza type, and the type will be image select. We will use image as a select box, so choose image select, and let's give the level in here. The level will be pizza type. As you can see, it is showing in here. And now the most important part, the options. So for the pizza option, we will add a little bit of trick in here, because we need this pizza name as well as the price, because we need to calculate the price for checkout. There is a little description in here. If you can see, but I'll show you how we can do that. So first of all, let's copy this name. So pizza 1 $10. So let's call it pizza 1 $10. Okay, this will be our title, but we need also the price because the pizza 1 will be $10. So how we can insert the value for our select box, because this is a select field. Insert the pipe symbol or the vertical symbol of our keyboard, and after that insert the value. So the first pizza value will be 10. This 10 will be the price of our pizza, first pizza. Okay, so let's make this, copy this 4 times. Pizza 2, pizza 3, pizza 4. So for 2 it will be $20, 20, 30, for 3, 30, 40, 40. So as you can see, we have 4 pizza options and we will have 4 price. And we also need to check this one, send data by level, because we don't want the value automatically generated. We have inserted value manually, so we just want send data by level. So toggle this option 1, and let's add an image. So if you have 4 options, you have to upload 4 images. If you have 5 options, you have to upload 5 images. So in our case it is 4, so let's upload 4 images. So I have 4 images in here, 1 2 3 4. Okay, and now we have to order our images according to our options. So our option will, pizza 1 was this one, so this one should be go first, this was second, this was third, and this is fourth. Click insert gallery. As you can see, all of our pizza's image and the options is showing perfectly. That's great. Just save this, and now we will create this pizza size, quantity and price section. And why we need this price section inside this? Because we need to calculate our total. This plugin cannot calculate our total within any repeater field, so we will calculate it within this repeater section, then we will use it in here. Okay, so this field is necessary. You can hide this within CSS, but to calculate any data, multiple data, we need this field. So let's insert a inner section within our section, and it will have 3 columns. So for first column we will have pizza size. Go to this field section, the ID will be form, it will be pizza size, and the type will be select, because this pizza size will be select. The level will be pizza size. Okay, and again, just like this pizza type, we will have our size and the price. Okay, so the first size will be M or medium size, and the price will be 0 because the default size of the pizza is medium. So also this M will be selected by default. Okay, so now then we will have the L, and it will add our user $5 edition. This is actually the title, it is not the price. Okay, so don't be confused. If you click this drop down, as you can see, this is showing as a title, so that user can know this $5 will be added if we choose L. Okay, so this is the title, not the value. Then we'll use the type, and the value will be 5. So let's duplicate this 2 times. Okay, so then it will be XL, and it will add additional, let's call $10. Okay, 15, and it will be XXL. Nice. And again we need to toggle this send data by level. Nice. Let's save this, and now we will add this quantity. Again, go to this section, drag and drop the field in here. The form ID will be form, and the field ID will be pizza QUAN, quantity, short form quan, and the type will be number because the quantity will be in number field. the label will be pizza quantity. Okay, and let's call it let's set the minimum value to 0, and in here as you can see we have a plus and minus button. So how we can add that? The plugin already has that, so we just need to toggle this button on, add plus minus button. So toggle this one. As you can see, now we have plus minus button. That's perfect. Now we will add the middle calculation field. So how we can add this? Again, go to this field section, drag and drop in here at the level pizza price. Now we will need a little bit of calculation, little bit of math we needed. So in the type we need to select calculated fields and the level will be pizza price. Okay, so in here the calculation section we need to insert our calculation. So to calculate the pizza price, first we need to multiply this pizza price with this pizza quantity, because if user choose 2 pizza the price will be double, right? So if user choose 3 pizzas the price will be triple. So first we need to multiply this with the quantity, then we need to multiply the pizza size with pizza quantity. If user choose $10 pizza 2 times and choose the large size, so this large size additional $5 will be added 2 times, so that will be $10. Okay, so then to calculate this we have to multiply this with quantity as well, then we have to add these 2. So it seems like a little bit complicated, but it's not. So just follow along with me and you will find out how this works. So click this field pizza type and copy the shortcode. Go to this pizza price section and paste this within the calculation section, and we need to multiply this with quantity. Okay, so insert the multiply symbol, go to the quantity, copy the shortcode from here, go to the pizza price again, paste it here. Okay, so now the pizza type and the pizza quantity is multiplied, and we need to add that with pizza size and pizza quantity multiplication. Add the plus sign, go to the pizza size, copy this size shortcode, go to the pizza price again, after the plus paste the shortcode, then go to the pizza quantity, copy the shortcode, go to the pizza price and paste it just after the pizza price. But before the pizza price we need the times or multiplication symbol in here, then we need to paste it. So that means we multiplied pizza size with pizza quantity, plus we multiplied pizza type with pizza quantity. Okay, this is the logic. So that is a little bit hard, but that will be easier for you by practicing. So let's save this and see that what happens. Okay, so let's choose the pizza number 2. Let's add the quantity 1. So as you can see, pizza 2 quantity 1, it is price is $20. So if you choose the large size, that will be 25. Perfect. So now if you double this quantity, so make it 2, it is 50, because the 20 plus 20 is 40 and the $5 plus $5 equals $10. So 40 plus 10 is 50. So this is how we write in the equation. So our equation is working perfectly. So let's make this field vertically aligned to middle so that it look a little bit better. So now we need to add, if you go to this form, we need to add this add more button, so that if user click this add more, they can choose additional pizza if they want. So how we can add this? Again, it is very simple. Create a new section with 2 columns. On the first section we will add the total section, this total field. Let's insert in here. So insert the field, the ID will be form, field ID will be pizza total maybe, Please make sure this ID is unique, and the type will be again the calculated field. Okay, level will be total, and for the calculation we just need this price showing in here. We don't need any calculation, so copy the shortcode of this field and paste it in here, paste it within the calculation field. Okay, perfect. So now on the right hand side we need to add our add more button. So go to this Elementor and under basic drag and drop the button, make it right aligned. Let's name it add more. This is our button, but first of all we need to make this section as a repeater section. So I have a tutorial already how to make a repeater field, you can check that out. So let's create this section as a repeater section, so that if we click this button, this whole section repeat itself. So click this, go to PFE section, and in here you will see an option called PFE form builder repeater. So go to this, enable, and for the form ID it will be the same form ID of our field, so that is form. And repeater ID, let's give it a unique repeater ID, so let's call it repeater1. And for the repeater level, let's call it pizza repeater. You can also limit the number of repetition happens. In our case, just keep like this, and copy this repeater ID and go to this add more section, and you will also see a new tab called PFE. Go to PFE and scroll to the bottom, you will see an option called PFE form builder repeater trigger. So go to this section, click enable, and in here first of all let's insert the same form ID, and under repeater ID paste our repeater ID, and the action will be add because we want to add new section. Okay, it will be add. So let's update, and if you click add more, now as you can see our whole section is repeating itself. But let's check if this total field is calculating properly. So for our first section, let's choose a medium pizza, $10, quantity 1. As you can see, the total is showing 10. And for the second, let's choose the $20 pizza 1. As you can see, it is showing 30. So if you choose a large size in here, it is showing 35. So our total field is working perfectly. Okay, so now let's add a remove field, because we have add more section, but we also need a remove more section. Let's add the remove button. So please keep in mind this remove button must be inside our repeater section. The add button you can insert it anywhere you want, but the remove button must be inside our repeater section. So go to the basic again, add an icon in here, make it right aligned. Maybe let's add a this times icon. Okay, you can change the size, and go to the PFE section, scroll to the bottom, same, go for the builder repeater trigger, turn on, form ID will be form, and repeater ID was repeater1. Same the ID of our section, so that was repeater1, and the action will be remove. Okay, and now let's save and let's check if it works. Okay, so let's add one more, and if you click the X, as you can see our section is now removing. Okay, perfect. So now let's create our drinks section. Give some drinks. We can just duplicate this acceptance section and paste it just under this one, and let's copy the give me some drinks. Text in here, and this change this drinks on. We have to change this field ID and this title as well. Everything looking good. Okay, I just accidentally changed this one, unfortunately, so put this on top and put this on bottom. Okay, so let me check pizza on. Okay, give me some drinks on. Okay, that's perfect. So give me some drinks. Now we will have some drinks options like this: drinks type, drinks price, and drinks quantity. We can just duplicate this section. I think that will be easier. So we also already have this one, so let's copy this, paste in here. Okay, so it will be drinks drinks type, drinks type. Okay, that will be smaller letter. Okay, that will be select field, title will be drinks type, and in our case that is drink on, drink to, drinks to. We can make anything you want, so let's call it Coca-Cola. Coca-Cola will be, let's say, $10. Let's call it Pepsi will be $5, and Dew will be, let's call it $15. We will have 3 options. So we will have 3 options: Coca-Cola, Pepsi, and Dew. Okay, so this calculation will be exactly same just like before. For this pizza quantity, we will have drinks quantity, it will be drinks quantity. Nice. Okay, oh my god, another mistake. But this one, not this one. Okay, this is drinks quantity and this will be drinks price. Okay, drinks price, drink. Okay, so for drinks we don't have many options, so for the calculation feed we just multiply this with this. Okay, so select this drinks type, copy this shortcode, go to this price. Again I changed this one. Oh my god. Good. Drinks price times drinks type times drinks quantity. So copy this drinks quantity, paste in here. Okay, let's check if this works. So this will be Coca-Cola times 1. It is not showing for some reasons. Okay, so I just messed up with something. Let me find out. Okay, I fixed the issue. I just accidentally changed the field name. Okay, so we have, as you can see, we have the options for drinks and the pizza type as well. You can add multiple in here, we can remove, and we can also add drinks type. Nice. Okay, so finally we will have the add more options for drinks and the total. That's cool. So let's copy this one, paste in here. That will be drinks total, and that field will be drinks price. The calculation will be drinks price. And for the add more, we need to make this section repeater as well. So go to this section, PFE, repeater, toggle on, form, repeater 2 because the first one was repeater 1, and let's call it drinks repeater. Copy this repeater 2, and add more, PFE, repeater trigger, that will be repeater 2, and exactly same for our icon. Let's add this icon somewhere in here. PFE, repeater trigger, and that will be repeater 2, and the action will be remove. So let's check if this works. So add more, nice, add more, nice. So as you can see, our remove also working. So let me just make this a little bit pretty by copying some CSS so that it looks nice. As you can see, I made this form a little bit better with adding some padding, some color, and some spacing around our section, so that it looks a little bit nicer. So now we will make this toggle functional. If we check this button, then all of our field will be visible, otherwise all of our field will be hidden. So how we can make this toggle work? Click this toggle button and copy the field ID. We will need this, and for this section, click this section, go to the PAFE, and you will see an option called PAFE Form Builder Conditional Logic. Toggle this on. For form ID, this will be form, the exact ID of our field, of our form. So that will be form. Click add new, and in here if field, we have to paste the field ID of our toggle box. So the ID was pizza1, and the comparison operator will select checked. So if this is checked, then this will be visible. Okay, so let's save this and see if this works. As you can see, by default that section is hidden. So if this check, now this section is visible. Same we will have to select for this total section. So go to this total, PFE, conditional logic, toggle this on. Let's form ID will be form, and if pizza on is checked. Now as you can see, both of them are hidden. Let's set it for drinks type as well. So go to this checkbox, copy the field ID, select our drinks type, conditional logic, form is checked. Same for this one, PFE, conditional logic, form is, if this is checked. So let's save. As you can see, now we only have 2 toggles. So if you don't want this type of toggles, you can ignore this, just like I am just showing you how we can create this. So now we have toggle, and we have the add mode and remove button. So everything is super functional now. Now let's create our total, the final total, and after that we will create our WooCommerce checkout. So add a new section for total, and in here we can just copy this total field in here. So in here we will call this field to total, maybe this will be calculated field as well, the total. And in calculation field, we just need to add this total, the total for the pizza and total for our drinks. That's it. So check this total, copy this total from here, paste it in here, plus check this total, copy this total, paste it in here. Let's make it a little bit bigger. So I am not sure why it is smaller in here, but that may be some plugin conflict. So now let's add some pieces. Let's add one in here. As you can see, we have $25 in here. Let's choose another pizza of $40. As you can see, we have 65. Now the total is 65 is showing in here. Now let's add a Coca-Cola with $10. Now as you can see, the total is 75. So our total is working perfectly. So if you want to add any dollar symbol before or after this. You can also do so for this, anywhere you want. So how we can add dollar sign? Okay, so click this total field, and in here we will see option called before content and after content. So if we want to show our before content, so you can add dollar sign in here, and if you check in here, as you can see, $0 currently, and if you add one pizza, this will be $10. So you can also add dollar sign in here, anywhere you want. Any calculated field will support dollar sign or any type of currency symbol you want. So now our form is completely ready, and now add our WooCommerce checkout. So how we can do that? So first of all, we need to create a product in WooCommerce. So install and active WooCommerce and create a product. Let's call it, maybe let's say pizza. I have already created a pizza in here. This is, I just edited a product in here, and you can set the price, any price you want. As you can see, currently it is set 20 to 80. This doesn't matter because we will use our form to update this price. Okay, so what we need is the ID of our product. So as you can see, this is the ID, or if you go to the products, all products, if you hover over to the product, the ID will show up. So the ID is 31. So we need this ID. Remember this ID, it is 31. So now let's go to our form. Let's add a new section. In here, if you go to this PFE section, we have a widget called WooCommerce checkout. So drag and drop in here. Perfect. So now we need some fields in here. So first of all, we need form ID. So our form ID was form. Type in here, and remove fields from WooCommerce checkout. If you want, you can remove any field. As you can see, if we see, we have some fields like first name, last name, country, town. You can hide this field, any particular field, if you want. And that is also possible. So let's add a field, remove a field of maybe comments. Let's order comments. I think this one. So let's choose order comments. The product ID. So this ID is required, as I told. So our ID was 31. So 31 in here. Redirect. So after checkout, where it will be redirected. So you can choose any URL. So it will be redirected to our this pizza order section. Price field shortcode. So this will the field. This will be the total field we need to add. So this total field shortcode was this one. Insert in here. So now everything is set. Click update, and now let's check our form. Okay, I want a pizza. That will be 30. Quantity will be on, medium size, no problem. I also want a drink with Coca-Cola with 2 drinks. I need 2 drinks. Total is $50. So now, as you can see, our price is automatically updated to 50. It is showing this one because I have set our WooCommerce to this currency. So everything is filled up, and let's create this place order. Also, as you can see, our additional information field is hidden now because we choose to hide this order comments. Okay, so let's click place order. So our order is completed, and as you can see, it is redirected to our pizza page. So now let's go to our backend and see if anything happens. So our WooCommerce, let's go to WooCommerce and orders. Now, as you can see, we have a new order. So let's check it. This is our billing information. As you can see, we have pizza on, pizza type, pizza 3 $30, pizza size, pizza price, pizza quantity, everything we have in here, and also the price is 50. Okay, as you can see, this is the details. So this is how we can create this type of awesome pizza order form. So if you have any type of queries or any type of tutorial request, you can comment down below. So I will see you in the next video.